The day of Pentecost is so important to us as believers because it marks the day when the indwelling of the Holy Spirit first came to us as the church. So, in the first chapter of the book of Acts, we see Jesus getting ready to ascend into heaven, and his final words to his disciples, he says, "You will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, in all Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth." So, the power of the Holy Spirit enables us to be witnesses of all the goodness of God. And of course, God makes good on his promise to give us the Holy Spirit. Just one chapter later, in chapter 2, it says all of them were filled with the Holy Spirit. And what is this power that the Holy Spirit gives us? He gives us the power to walk in the fullness of all that God has for us. Over in the book of Romans, it says, "Those who are led by the Spirit of God are the children of God." The Spirit you receive does not make you slaves so that you live in fear. Rather, the Spirit you received brought about your adoption to sonship. The Holy Spirit enables us to live as heirs with Christ. We are able to walk in the fullness of all that God has for us. And that looks like being able to bear good fruit in our lives. We are able to live in love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control through the power of the Holy Spirit. We're also able to walk in boldness. We are able to walk in the good gifts that God has for us so that we can advance his kingdom. Those spiritual gifts of wisdom, discernment, prophecy, teaching, encouragement, all of those things, exhortation, all of those gifts were not just in the Old Testament, they are for us now. In fact, in the book of Acts chapter 2, we see here that Peter quotes the book of Joel, and he says, "In the last days, God says, I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your young men will see visions. Old men will dream dreams. Even on my servants, both men and women, I will pour out my spirit in those days." It goes on to say, "I will show wonders in heavens above, signs on earth below. Everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved." This is not just for the early church. This is for us now. This is for all who believe in God. Anyone who calls on the name of the Lord gets to receive the power of his Spirit. It says he will pour out his Spirit on all people who call on his name. He loves us. He gives us his Holy Spirit so that we can walk in step with him and walk in the fullness of all that he has for us now. And thanks be to God for that.